505 Food Fights is a gourmet free-for-all where chef is put against chef for culinary supremacy. Tonight we have Chef Mike White to tell us more about this year's event. Chef Mike, thank you for joining us today to talk more about 505 Food Fights. So I want to start with, how did this whole idea originate?
Yeah, so this started years ago, actually, with some old friends of mine who thought it'd be cool to have a local culinary competition, much like you see on Food Network on like Chopped or something like that. They several years later stepped away, so I thought it was a great time for me to take over, and I've been the director for about 5 years now. And we just run with it, and we adapt it every year and make it bigger and more different, and just really have a lot of fun with it.
Well, what can people expect if they're a first-time newbie coming to this? What can they expect with the event?
Yeah, 505 Food Fights is a bracket-style culinary competition. So it's like Chopped, but with a little bit of a mix. So it's head-to-head chefs competing in a timed mystery ingredient challenge. And it's live. So you have the opportunity to pretty much see a culinary competition live happen right inside of some of our local restaurants.
And gosh, because I've watched Chopped, I've seen some of the ingredients. The combinations they come up with are ridiculous. Are we really looking for something like that?
Yeah, we do get a little zany with them sometimes.
Oh,
we give them 3 secret ingredients, and they have to come up with 2 unique dishes using all 3 of these secret ingredients. And we've done some weird stuff in the past. We try not to, lob them a softball or anything. These are all excellent professional executive chefs, so we really challenge them with our secret ingredients.
Well, let's talk about some of the chefs that are taking part. Who's taking part this year?
Sure. So this season we have 16 all-star chefs, executives, people that have won before, and we've got some powerhouses. We've got 3-time champion Dominic Valenzuela. We've got 2 Food Network champions in Fernando Ruiz and Marie Yaniguez. And then we've just got some powerhouse local chefs and restaurant owners like Tristan Rogers. We've got Josh Kinnan. And we've got Israel Rivera. So a lot, like I said, 16. There's no easy competition throughout this entire bracket.
My goodness, 16 chefs in a bracket competition.
Oh, yeah.
This sounds exciting. So where can people find out more about the event?
So if they want to follow us on Facebook and Instagram on 505 Food Fights, we post almost daily. We'll post every single event. We'll show follow-up photos, who won, the upcoming battles, and then all the other information like the food trucks that'll be in attendance, our raffles at every battle. There's a lot of fun stuff happening in addition to just the food fight.
And I have to ask, the raffles that are happening, the event itself,
sure.
it's a fundraiser in a sense, working with charities. So
that's right.
What charities have you worked with? Because I know it's been several that have benefited from this event.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's the best part of the food fights is 100% of the monies raised goes directly to a charity. So each food fight represents a different local charity. So we've worked with everybody from New Mexico Autism Society, Rebels with a Cause, Breaking the Silence, New Mexico, and so on. It's been dozens and dozens, and we've been fortunate enough in the last 2 years to raise over $100,000 for local charities.
Wow. Well, where can people go to find out all the information? And is there tickets that they have to order? Where do they find everything out?
Yeah, so tickets are sold at the door. We're using 3 different locations this year. My restaurant, High Point Grill on the west side. We're battling at Fuego 505, Raul Maestas' restaurant. He's also a competitor this year.
Oh, wow.
And then we're also using Hollow Spirits Distillery over on, I believe it's First Street. First Street?
First Street?
Yeah. Yes, I always get it wrong. Sorry, Frank. But yeah, Hollow Spirits Distillery. We'll be battling at all 3 locations. And again, follow us on Instagram and Facebook for each battle. You buy tickets at the door. It's a $15 cover. And most of these battles are an open kitchen experience, meaning you can go up to the bar, grab a drink, and then you can walk into the kitchen. And I like to say, get in the chef's way. It's not like they're competing in a competition or anything like that. Go ask them about a pancake recipe or something and try to slow them down.
Oh my good. Okay, this sounds good. Sounds good. Chef Mike, thank you very much for coming in today and telling us about the event. And frankly, for me, I love that you're showcasing the many talented chefs we have here in the state.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Okay. We'll be back.